Geminis, welcome back to my channel, guys. This is So True You Tarot. This is your sexual tarot reading for the month of August. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for all your likes, all your positive comments. Guys, thank you for all your subscribes. I truly appreciate you guys for stopping by my channel. I'm going to vent a little bit, guys, so if you want to fast forward just a little bit, you can. I just want to say I've been getting a lot of comments, guys. Some people feeling like my readings are starting to sound the same, my sexual readings. That's fine, guys. What sounds the same to you is definitely brand new to somebody that never heard it before. I had some suggestions that maybe I need to get some different sexual tarot cards and try to read them slightly different. I'm not negative, guys. I'm all for it, okay, Geminis? If any of my readers want to see me try my hand at a different cards, just let me know. But listen, guys, I work at the coffee shop, all right, Geminis? I don't make a lot of money, so that's where you got to donate to the channel, guys. If you donate to the channel and I get enough, I'll buy another pack of sexual tarot cards. You know, I don't mind studying the cards and then, you know, putting them out there and see what I could do. Try to read them differently. I'm not going to be negative about it. You know, it's always positive in here, guys. So, you know, if that's the case, donate, guys, and I'll see what I could do. Until then, guys, you won't have to work with me with what I have, the way I read it for now. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. That's all I got to say. Remember, Gemini, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with all the Geminis that's watching. With all the Geminis that's watching my channel, it's not going to resonate. So if you don't feel like you got your message this month, Gemini, come and see me next month. Maybe you'll get a message. If not, Gemini, you're going to have to come and get a personal message at SoTrueYouTarot@gmail.com, okay? Because that's geared more towards what you're going through, all right? Remember, I try to put your energy on the right, Gemini. The person you're thinking about on the left. Energy is fluid. So wherever you feel you in this reading, Gemini, that's probably where you at. We're going to start with your energy. All right, Gemini, in the month of August, justice has showed up. Justice is justice, guys. So the scales might have been off balance. In August, Gemini, we got some scales that was off balance, but it looked like justice is here to fix this situation. So in my sexual tarot and the regular tarot, guys, justice is justice. So if you was in a situation, Gemini, you felt like this situation just wasn't fair, sexually or otherwise, justice is here to make this situation fair. It's going to get fair for you, Gemini, in the month of August. Right next to that, Gemini, all right, we got some role play. Some role play going on. We got the Two of Swords, so somebody definitely having fun. We role playing with the Two of Swords in the month of August, Gemini. Somebody having some good sex, role playing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This is sexual reading. So somebody got to be having some role playing sex. All right, Gemini. Let's find out if we can why justice showed up in the reading. I wonder if justice is why you found your role play. Maybe you needed something like this. I don't know, Gemini. This is quite interesting. We're going to start off with that energy on the right, Gemini, and I got Ace of Pentacles showed up. This is my Ace of Pentacles. Guys, this card have showed up in every single sign, I kid you not, that I've read this month. At first, I wasn't getting it. I'm like, people was just not showing enough gratitude. So all my earlier, if you go back and watch some of my earlier signs, I kept saying, well, people just not showing gratitude, but I realized what it is. As a spiritual person, it takes me time to get all the messages too, guys. So what happens is, I feel like this, as we got closer to the eclipse, you guys know that it's time to... You got to let go of the old, guys, and kind of bring in something from the new. So show gratitude for what we're getting during this eclipse, guys. The eclipse has already passed, but I believe the gratitude is still showing up because this is the time that we need to be grateful for what we have already and what we're going to get in the future, guys. Okay, so that's why I believe the gratitude card is showing up for all my signs, Gemini, you as well, and also to my Geminis that's not being grateful to a relationship. You're not showing enough gratitude to your partner, male or female. Gemini, y'all know that every partner don't come with money. Some partners just come with that good loving, Gemini, and that's all they bring into the table is the love and no money to back it up. Some Geminis, y'all know some partners just come to the table with that money and the loving be crap. You know, so sometimes you don't get it all, but whoever this Gemini is, you getting your cake and eat it too. You got your partner that's bringing in the money and they bringing in the loving. So maybe you need to put out a little more loving, Gemini. Maybe you need to give up a little more sex to this person. I feel like the gratitude, this person is just taking care of everything and you just not showing enough gratitude in the situation. Okay, Gemini? We're going to go with the energy underneath. And I got a Two of Pentacles. So we had the Ace and a Two. So definitely we got to show some gratitude. But this is good sex with a situation, Gemini. But I feel like there's some shadows here. So there's some good sex here, but there's shadows. Somebody definitely could be hiding the pentacles. Somebody's hiding the money in a situation, in a sexual relationship. They're not being honest about the money. Definitely somebody is not being honest about the money. So this is not showing enough gratitude when the money come into the house. And maybe because they're not showing enough gratitude, they're not being honest about the money. Like somebody could be just Okay, Gemini, somebody could just be giving you the money to take care of the bills and you not telling them the truth about the income. You telling them the bills are way more than the money they're giving you. Something about the income here, something about the Pentacles is just off in the month of August. And I think you noticed, Gemini. Sex is great, though. Sex is great for those Geminis. The sex is great, but the money is definitely in question, okay? All right, underneath that, I got the Empress. Go ahead, Empress. All right, this is my Empress, Gemini, in the month of August. Somebody's a boss in August, and I hope it's not the boss that's holding the Pentacles here, and that's you know, this boss is not being honest about the money they bring into the relationship. But this is because this is my Empress, and I always feel like my Empress is a boss in a sexual tier. I feel like she's an older Empress. She could be younger, it don't matter. She a boss. But I feel like when this Empress show up, boo-boo, I feel like you know that you got a lot of admirers around you, Gemini. You feel like you could sleep almost with any of these admirers. That's the feeling I get when she show up. You could sleep with them, but remember, you do have a title. You hold a title. You a boss. So you cannot just sleep with anybody. I mean, you can sleep with anybody, Gemini. But some people can't keep their mouth shut. You know how that be. Some people put all the business on Facebook. So Gemini, just be careful. Don't just make sure you got a job to come back to. So don't just do anything. Okay, boss? Don't sleep with anybody. You got a position to uphold. We got a job to come back to, okay? So that's how I feel like when the Empress show up. I feel like definitely you in a good place with the Pentacles. You make good money as the Empress too. And that could be you as the boss that's not being, maybe you are the boss in a relationship. Like you the boss, you bring in most of the money into the relationship, but you aren't being honest with your partner about the money that's coming into the home. That could be you. That could be you, Gemini, in this situation. I'm going with the energy on the left. Gemini. And the Tower showed up. So Gemini, this could be still going on with that Gemini's because in this situation, I feel like it feels like everything is okay. And maybe people from the outside is looking at y'all relationship because you are a boss. You making the money. You bring in the Pentacles into the relationship. Everybody think y'all have good sex. Everything just looks so good from the outside, Gemini. But this foundation is crumbling, Gemini. Look at this. Your foundation is crumbling, okay? So what looks good is not always good, you know? So I feel like be careful. I feel like, but once the Towers show up, there's definitely some changes happening around a situation. Maybe that's why the Justice showed up in that month. We definitely got some changes going on in this situation. In the month of August, Gemini, whatever seems like it's good, whatever looks good from the outside is not always good because the foundation is crumbling on this situation. Definitely crumbling on the situation. Right underneath that, guys, I got the Fool. This is my sexual fool, Gemini. Y'all always get the sexual fool, Geminis. Y'all do. I feel like Gemini's always got a sexual fool showing up in y'all reading. Who being a fool, Gemini, in the month of August? A sexual fool at that. You being a sexual fool. So somebody is not paying attention in the bedroom. We chasing butterflies in the shoe, Gemini. We ain't got no time for sex because we busy. We too busy. I hope we not too busy at work messing around with all. I hope this ain't you, Empress. This better not be you, Empress, boss, at work, too busy chasing butterflies, and then when you come home, you ain't got time for your partner. This could be definitely for somebody else, but somebody's definitely playing the fool in the bedroom. You got too much time on your hands at work. That's how I feel. Or you got too much time on your hands outside of the bedroom. Like, your boo is only going to stick around for so long, Gemini. If you a cross-watcher, male or female, she trying. But if you catching butterflies, you got your eye on a different prize, then I think that when you decide to be attentive in the bedroom, your girl might be gone or your guy might be gone because somebody is definitely playing a fool right now in the bedroom. I got a Gemini here who is taking care of home. This is my Six of Wands. So there's somebody that's taking care of home. We working on our home. We could be getting some landscaping done in August. We could be getting some home improvement. But whatever this is, that's all right. If you're working on the outside of your home, 9 times out of 10, you want the outside to look good. You want the inside to look good. So wherever this Gemini is, we putting sex on hold. We just ain't got that to do. We taking care of home right now. So there ain't nothing wrong with that, Gemini. Take care of home. Home and sex have to be balanced out as well. So whoever this is, if you're just watching this reading and you know you in here because you taking care of you, there's nothing wrong with that, Gemini. You do what you got to do. Take care of home. Right underneath that, Gemini, I have the World showed up. So the World is definitely a big card for me. The World can be expansive, but I feel like there's a Gemini here who is looking for maybe a partner. You feel like whoever this is, Gemini, you just feel like this person is so far away. I feel like you feel like this situation is far away. This person is far away. This lover that you want is far away. Maybe your soulmate is far away. But the feeling is always when the World show up, I always feel like there's a feeling of something just being so far away. But the sexual World that show up lets me know that this person is not that far away. This situation is not that far away. Look at this mirror, Gemini. Whoever holding this mirror, Gemini, the mirror is pointing back at you, okay? So this mirror is pointing between your legs. So whatever's going on here, Gemini, in this situation, in the month of August, is pointing back at you. So you know what's going on here. You know this situation. You know who you looking for. You know what you want out of a situation. You know the answers. The world points back at you. So you need to figure this out, Gemini. You need to figure this out. I feel like whoever you're looking for, Gemini, is closer than it appears. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear, okay? So you got to figure out the situation. It's pointing at you. You kind of know what's going on, Gemini. Right next to that, interesting, Gemini, I got the 9 of Cups. So somebody got their heart in the situation, Gemini. Your heart is in this. You love this person, Gemini, but see that shadow that's crisscrossing her back? I feel like this. The sex is good, and it's the sex is good, Gemini. Be weary of boredom. A lot of y'all Geminis, this is quite interesting. A lot of these, I think in the last couple of readings, I had a severe boredom happening in my Gemini reading. So this is, we crossing boredom again. And maybe this is that boredom. We need to spice it up with the foreplay. Spice it up with the foreplay, guys. If you came to this reading looking for some information on what you could do with your Gemini in the bedroom, Gemini, do some foreplay. Stop being so shy. Sex is not taboo, guys. So I know for the older generation, it just might be a little taboo, but this is what you need. Sex is balance. Sex is balance, guys. Don't let the sex get boring. If the sex get boring, the relationship get boring, and it's out the window. Then the fools start showing up, guys. When the sex get boring, the fools show up because we bored. So we looking elsewhere. We chasing butterflies instead of paying attention to what's going on in the bedroom. All right, Gemini. Don't let the fools show up in your reading. Spice it up. Y'all coming to me for some information on what you should do in the bedroom, Gemini. Role play, Gemini. Pull out the masks. Show her something different. If that's what you need to do, show him something different. You can do it, Gemini. Right next to that, interesting. We got the 3 of Swords. So yeah, I feel like somebody feeling like there's a third party situation going on. You don't know what's going on behind that door, Gemini. And I feel like you looking through the peephole because you want to know what's going on. You feel like it could be a third party situation. I don't know why you feel like it is, but maybe because you feel like the sex is getting boring. Maybe you feel like there's a fool that's out here chasing butterflies. That could be why you think there's a third party, because your partner ain't paying attention in the bedroom to you. They're chasing butterflies, so maybe something is going on. If your partner not paying attention to you, then you're going to be looking through peepholes to see what's going on. So don't let that fool energy set in. Right now, it don't look like nothing is going on. I don't feel like, from the cards, guys, I'm not saying your Gemini might not be cheating, but Gemini, right now, I feel like there's boredom setting in. That's what's going on. That feeling that you feeling like it's cheating, that means something getting boring. Spice it up. Spice it up, Gemini. Yeah, that's interesting, because right at the top, Gemini, I have my 5 of Wands. So there's futile arguments going on here, Gemini. What are we arguing about? I think we arguing about that fool, Gemini. Somebody keep arguing. We arguing about this fool. We arguing about because somebody not getting enough attention in the bedroom. But guess what? Whoever this is, Gemini, whoever you arguing with, y'all end up having sex anyway. It's a futile argument. We argue to have sex. It's like, maybe y'all like this, but whoever this is, Gemini, there's an energy here of somebody that just, y'all argue a lot, but then y'all have sex a lot too. So this argument is futile. It's like roughhouse sex. It's like, get over here, you know, rough your clothes off just to get back into the bed. That type of sex. Like, we know what's going to happen even after we get into this argument. Maybe we like this, Gemini. This could be what we like. Role playing, arguing. Maybe we role playing and arguing and having good sex. That could be this too, Gemini. This is a sexual reading. So if this is what y'all do, no judgment, guys. Great. If we need a little bit of argument to keep the sex from getting too boring, then argue. If we need to have competitive argument, futile arguments that don't go nowhere, that's great. I don't mind a futile argument that lead back to the bedroom, that lead back to good sex. Nothing wrong with that, Gemini. Oh, well, it's futile. It's not really important. It's just going to lead us back to what we need to do, sex. But if this argument is not really leading nowhere and we need to go somewhere, maybe sex is not the thing we need to be going back to. Okay? Right next to that, Gemini, I got, snap, y'all. Guess who showed up, Gemini? The King of Cups is here, y'all. Y'all know this is my king right here. This is the King of Cups. This is not no wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, king right here, Gemini. This is the King of Cups. This king bring that good loving to the table. This king gonna bring your loving. They gonna talk that talk, Gemini, that you like to hear in the bedroom. We have some good loving when the King of Cups show up. You're not coming to just play with the king. The king is dropping that good sex, guys. So enjoy this Woo, enjoy this good loving with the king. The king don't play. Neither do the queen, guys. When the queen of cups show up, she's also the queen that don't play. King and queens, they don't play, guys. Neither one, especially not the cups. This your good sex right here, your good loving. We ain't playing, because right next to that, Gemini, right next to that Gemini, we got a surprise. This king done surprised you with the 3 of Pentacles. Gemini, we tossing salads. This king is tossing your salad. Go ahead, Gemini. This is a surprise. This king surprised you with that loving, didn't he? Look at your face. You like, yes, I just wasn't expecting that. Look at your face, and now you're getting your salad tossed, Gemini. We knocking salad off the table. Go ahead, Gemini. That's how we closing out the reading with some good sex. Ain't nothing wrong with it, Gemini. Enjoy that salad toss, guys. With your king of cups type loving to my Geminis. They need to show some more gratitude. Show that gratitude, Geminis. Definitely show that gratitude to the Geminis that's having a situation where there's some money still being an issue in a relationship. Somebody definitely being secretive about the money that's coming into the house. Gemini. To my Geminis that feel like there's a third party situation going on, the cards say it's not. The cards say that there's some flirting going on, that somebody might not be paying attention sexually enough in the bedroom with you, so you feel like there's third party, but I think it could be a little boredom going on. That's why you feel like there's third party going on. To the Geminis that's looking for the soulmate, you feel like your soulmate is all over the world. Actually, that person is much closer than you think. They're probably right at the job. They may be your neighbor. They could be at this party you about to go to. Gemini, don't give up. To the Geminis taking care of home, that's all right, Gemini. Do what you got to do. Make sure your home life is right. Thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel. I had so much fun, guys. I'm going to see you guys next month, maybe more than once next month. I'm going to put more effort into this channel, guys, and maybe try to do some regular readings. So thank you again, Geminis. I'm going to see you guys next month. All right. Bye, guys.